We know this is the first certified PMP of 2023. Faisal, Ajay, Ikin, Gavin, Naseem Akhtar, Padma, Preeti, Hassan, Vikas, Atif, Zia, Pallavi, Jadar, Naab, Azim, Azad, Mohit, Amoor, Tehsin, Abdul, Prashant, Ajay, Subhata, Grace, Ajay, Ali, Numar, Mafi. Here we have 50th PMP with us. Asma Ibrahim is the first PMP of 2022. Abhishek, Isam, Lisa, Adirul, Abhilash, Sabir, Hassan, Manish, Amer, Alvin, Neha, Pradeep, Amit, Rashmi, Amana, Uzair, Rash, Ghulam, Muhammad, Aarti, Pawan, Tariq, Iqtidar, Numan, Mandar, Muazzam, Nij, Wasi, Raj, Usman, Afzal, Mateen, Chitra, Naveen, Salah, Deepak, Caroline, Linwin, Bilal, Salman, Sayyid, Alam, Nabi, Vijan, Shahzeb, Lata, Chandram, Hassan, Usman, Faisal, Talal, Mr. Ruka, Mani, Suhail, Wasi, Salah, Idrar, Amar, Faisal, Azad, Mohit, Amoor, Tehsin, Abdul, Prashant, Ajay, Subhata, Grace, Ajay, Ali, Bashara, Zinuman, Mafi, Mansoor, Prashant, Ajit, Batu, Greg, Prem, Vivek, Abrar, Ali, Nafnano, Shah, Mohammed, Rahan. Now we have 450 certified EMP, Mr. Ram. Now, it's a very interesting thing. The last year we ended on 464 PMP. First month of 2023, we ended with 66 PMP. And thank you, Faisal, for giving us a positive start on the first day of second month. Faisal cleared PMP with all above target. So that's a great achievement, Faisal. First of all, how do you feel?
Well, I feel excited and I'm happy that I'm the first in the February. Even if I couldn't be the first in the year, but at least I'm first in the February.
Yeah. Yeah, that title belongs to Vinod. Yeah. Okay. So the very
Okay.
important thing,
Mhm.
how important my follow-up was.
It was very important because for a couple of times I was like I will do it in a while, I will do it in a while, but then I used to slip away. But then suddenly you used to appear and push me back.
Appear.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah, your wording was very interesting. Suddenly I appear. So do you think that this follow-up is important for the PMP exam?
Yeah, actually, to be honest, it's very important because when you called me back in like December, I guess, and I had already applied for the test, but I haven't decided on the date, and you pushed me that I should do it quickly. But I was a bit not sure about it, so I just delayed it still. But that push uh, actually really pushed me that I should move ahead with it.
Hmm. You should.
Otherwise, I was just postponing it for the past few months.
Hmm. So this is a very important thing to understand and a very important thing to see how the follow up is, and that's why I always say that accountability partner is one of the most important thing, to always get an accountability partner, someone who is knocking at your door and continuously,
Yeah.
let's do it. Okay, so why don't you share us your success story in your own words, please?
Well, actually, I have studied project management in university, but back then I had no experience, so I was not eligible for PMP exam. But then but with the experience, I was a bit. I did not apply it for the test, but suddenly one night I woke up, not woke up, but I was almost going to bed. Then I opened my laptop and applied for the PMP, but I was not sure back then. But I was I applied, and I came to know that I can't just select the date. First, they have to evaluate my if I'm eligible or not. So I did that, and then the very next day, one of my seniors who's connected on LinkedIn with me as well, he cleared the test, and I asked him what books he read, and he said, "Just go to Amer Ali." And then I again inquired, "But books? Tell me about the books that I need to read to clear PMP." And he said, "No, no, just go to Amer Ali. He will make sure you clear it." And then I contacted you, and then we did it. In the middle, I was almost prepared, like 70-80% initially, but then I went to for a trip to Germany, and I thought maybe I will go there and clear the test over there, but I got a bit lost because I wasn't able to manage time. And after that, I almost uh, it got postponed for quite a couple of months. But then one day, suddenly you called me because I was ignoring your messages. If I'm true, I was ignoring your messages on WhatsApp, and then suddenly I received a call from you from a UAE number. It was unknown number. I picked it, and you were there, and you just bombarded me that you are not responding, and why are you not appearing for the exam? And then started. Then I pushed back into the rhythm, and yes, we did it then.
Yeah, I have to call few more peoples now, like that, because
Yeah,
now
maybe
they have
change the
my.
number and then call them.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Maybe change that number. Like you see, when somebody pays me, and now keeping that in constant, I want to ask you a question today.
Mm.
If you join the group program that is for $99, and I don't give discount, although you came from a reference, somebody referred you. Do you think that this program is overpriced or this program is underpriced?
No, I think it's suitable. The way you push it, that makes the difference. Because for me, initially when I came to know it's 499, I thought it's a bit expensive. But the effort you make after the classes, that is appreciable. Because no one cares after the classes what happens, because mostly the students are at their own. When let's say the teacher has done his part, he has delivered lecture, or he has guided the PMP aspirant, then they are at their own. But with the kind of follow up you do, the kind of support you provide, that is something which is probably exceptional.
Thank you. And yeah, sometimes it goes a little bit too side when I call you. Like sometimes I do excessively, but sometimes you need to do that. Sometimes you need to do that. We need to look into that, and we need to see how we can get into done, and how we can get into work. Because my goal with you is that I will make sure that you become certified PMP, and I will carry you from there. You see, I can see, Faisal, from last 2 weeks you were ready. When you were answering in the group and you were giving the justification, people ask me, how do I know? I am even
Mhm.
you guys are when you guys are countering the question answer, I'm not answering most of the time those questions. But I am reading every single justification, and those justification tells me that this person is ready or not. But you haven't done the mocks, so I wanted to wait to make sure that you are double ready. And yes, finally we did it, and I'm extremely proud to facilitate you in this journey. Now, the second tenant, the first thing was my follow up and the customized roadmap that I gave you. The third thing that I love to tell when anyone wants to join and ask why my program is not like some people even say like 4,000 Udemy and those things, coaching calls. How do you think why the coaching calls were important?
Yeah, they were very important because you keep in contact, you keep adding something. Because every time you watch, I watched your video every time. I watched a video or I attended a coaching call, I used to learn something new. And not just for PMP, but overall, they are beneficial because you keep on learning something. And this is something which really helps, and one should always be attending these calls.
Okay. And while he is explaining about that thing, I just want to add one thing more. Today we have a coaching call, and that coaching call will be 8 p.m. UA time, almost after 6, 2 hours and 15 minutes. So guys, on the same YouTube channel, we will have a coaching call. Looking forward to see you in that coaching call. Okay, you don't have to read any book, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I mentioned. That the reference. I asked him about books, and he told me just go to Amer Ali.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you manage time in the exam?
Well, managing time, it was mostly like I used to do like initially I used to study one topic every day. Also add the questions. So that was my routine. But later on, when you used to give a lot of question, like I probably must have done like a few thousand questions. But
Let's
initially,
not
if
tell
you would
that.
have asked,
Let's not tell that to people.
yeah, initially, if you would have told me, I would have said, no, I'm not going to do it.
So this is the
But
beauty of my program. Like I work
yeah,
on a Kanban system. If I actually tell you, let me calculate the questions for you. So 50 questions for 13 topic. So that becomes 800, no, 50, 500, 600. Yeah, 800 questions that. And because closing is also there, na, that I consider as one topic. So 800 question that 60 into 6. If I put that is 360, then 360, 720, then 180, the six set. So yeah, yeah, more than three, four
yeah.
thousand
Because
questions. But
initially, if you tell someone, they will just run away. But you
one
provide it
step
like in
at
a
a time.
sequence, in a
I
one
always
step at a time, and that helps.
that is my big belief. One step at a time, and yeah,
Yeah.
uh, I can give you, and I have still more mocks. I remember a few years back there was a student who wanted to do more mocks. I gave her kind of 42 mocks. I can give you
Oh.
as many as, but I had students who I only gave like 200, 300 questions, and they were ready. The point is not about
Mhm.
number of mocks. The point is uh, how many when you are ready. So how did you manage the time in exam? If we talk about that, if you can give a summary, what was your time management
Well,
strategy?
actually, the first section of 60 question, I spent a lot of time because I had done all my practice in home, in my room, and it was my own environment, so I had to manage it. I was used to it, but when I entered the examination center, that was a bit new to me. So it took a while for me to get accustomed to it. So I spent a lot of time because if you remember initially the mock I used to do like let's say you used to give 4 hours and I used to do it in 3 hours, so I was quick with it. And you used to tell me that calm down, slow down, but I used to do it in quite a small reasonable time. But when I entered the exam, I had to get accustomed with the environment. So plus the first section was a bit complicated too. And I remember I reread some of the question 3 4 times because I was not getting it. They were not getting to my mind. That what am I reading? So I spent almost like 100 minutes on the first section.
100 minute on the first
Yes,
section. I said
yes,
80. You spent
yes,
100.
yes.
What about then you took 10 minutes break,
Yes, I took 10 minutes break.
and then after 10 minutes, how much you did in the
After
second
that,
one?
the second section I must have spent like 61 minutes, and the next one I spent like 55
Hmm. You
because
had
I had
55 minutes or so, or they were easy that you were able to do that.
no, they were much easier, or maybe I had got used to it. I was more concentrating more, so they became easier for me. Because in the first section, I was unable to concentrate much.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay,
Plus, that
okay, that
first
makes
section
sense.
there were
Yeah,
longer questions, and
I always say
yeah,
that first section will be punch on your face.
yeah, yeah.
First section
Because
is
some
more
of the
like
time I was like thinking, am I going to repeat it or what?
don't.
Because
I have you know that January ended with 100% success record. Don't destroy my February.
yeah.
Yeah, guys, if you had any question regarding PMP, if you want to ask him anything, this guy cleared PMP today, so you can ask him. You can put your question answers. Any formula question, any critical path question in the exam?
No, no formula, no
No
critical
formula
path.
question. No
Yeah, I
critical
don't
path.
remember anything from cost even. I don't think
Hmm.
so. There was anything from cost. Yeah.
So stakeholder communication, team agile was the most important topic in the exam.
Uh, Risk. There was a lot of
Hmm.
risk.
Hmm. Like
Stakeholder as well. There was a lot. Yeah, there was a lot of stakeholder and risk. Team was also, yes, team as well.
Mhm. Yes, so team,
Agile was
team
in
was
the sense that agile and predictable, they were like almost like in a balance, if I'm not wrong, because it in the first section they hardly used to mention if it's predictable or agile, and you had
that's
to
hybrid.
decode it.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
hybrid, straightforward. Hmm.
yeah, you have to
That's hybrid.
decode which yeah, you had to decode what actually they want.
Hmm. That is the important thing.
Yeah.
That's why I made you do so many questions. Okay, thank you, Faisal. Thank you very much. Faisal, now the most important thing is each one teach one is the name of the game. Already you are helping your, like your friend helped you and you are certified PMP. I hope the same thing, the chain of the events will keep on moving and you help other people to become certified PMP. And there are few people left still in your group. So I hope you can message in your original group and can maybe motivate those people to go for the PMP and see if they need your help. Thank you very much, Faisal. It was an honor to work you. It was an interesting journey, finally ending on the positive note. Ladies and gentlemen, PMP number 67 of 2023. Thank you very much and Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amer Ali would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I would be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually. Like I'm kind of like really
and I
trembling.
got my results and I was above target in all three categories.
Wow.
So